Hey up everybody, welcome to this video. Hope everyone's had a decent week, I've heard some great news obviously from British Legion about how Paul Beccas has actually got out of his surgery and is on the mend, so that's great to hear. Hope you're enjoying the updates, or two updates, and it's great to see everyone else's progress on the group build as well. But without further ado, this is what I painted up, and to be honest I'm quite happy with it. Painted up the actual models in a day, did the basing yesterday and filming today, so that's quite a quick turnaround for me if you know anything about my usual painting habits. But to go straight into it, I'll push the flagmen to the side a bit, show off those beautiful flags. First of all, we've got the big man himself, Karl Marx. I had a few questions about where he actually came from. I wish I could tell you, but I really don't know. I can't find anywhere. I just found it on the a Colonel Bill's stand at a war game show in Leeds. And if anyone knows anything about them, they're kind of second-hand dealers. They don't really tell you where it came from. They just kind of have it. So if I do find it anywhere, like it comes back up on Colonel Bill's or on eBay or anything like that, I'll point out and point you all in the right direction. But I only got him for about £3 or something. Beautiful little figure. Not used to actually painting white hair. Barely ever do that. So I hope it kind of turned out all right. It started off a bit of administratum grey, did a bit of Ulfrian grey, I think it was, and then a black wash, and then kind of go over it with white scar. And I think it turned out all right. Obviously, Karl Marx had a really weird moustache, like it was quite black, whereas the rest of his hair was grey. So I hope it doesn't look too awkward there. And I also decided to paint on eyebrows, which I've literally never done before, but I thought he needed some kind of definition to the face. So there's some little kind of eyebrows on there just to make him look quite bushy. That kind of concludes the big thinkers, though, I guess, kind of part of the army. So I've got Marx, Lenin, Connolly, and I think Trotsky as well. There was a Rosa Luxemburg figure at one point, but I actually missed that and lost the auction on eBay. So no Rosa Luxemburg for now, but we'll definitely work on that and we'll see what we can do. But yeah, simple figure. I'm quite happy with how it turned out, to be honest. Simple yet effective, just like Marx himself, I suppose. Next, we're going into the main battle standard of the People's Assault Column of Sheffield. The flag is by Pete Barfield, the man, the myth, the legend himself, who's kind of done all the art for Very British Civil War. It's a beautiful flag. I mean, just look at that. The red fist in the star, the white fist in the star, the beautiful crimson, and also the little fists and stars on the, don't know what the word is for that, the shaft. What a weird word. Yeah, beautiful flag. And the figure is by Copplestone Casting. It's one of the Bolshevik standard bearers, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I could happily see that leading the army now. It's got socialism, democracy, Sheffield, workers' freedom, with a nice bit of Soviet art on it. Yeah, that's probably one of my favourite flags ever, period. But yeah, really happy with that turned out. Went for a more military kind of look for the figure rather than a civilian, because I kind of thought if he's going to be in the chain of command and he's going to be there carrying the assault column's colours kind of in a way, he's going to have the better kit probably. You'll probably be one of the first people in line at the storage house to actually get the equipment. So he's got a nice kind of military uniform and a nice red armband as well. So I'm proper happy with that, proper chuffed. So that's really nice. And then the final one is just this kind of commissar figure. I've got a small little kind of elite squad of commissars now. I think I've got 4 of them. So he's going to make a nice little kind of addition to them if I ever field them together rather than apart. So, he's got a nice kind of unit banner there. He's got the white fist flag. Keep it quite basic, kind of generic. And the kind of, obviously, the black overcoat with the red on it to make it pop. I did kind of have thoughts like, does he look a bit like a fascist? But then, you kind of add in the red star on his cap and the great big flag, and you probably start to have doubts about him actually being a fascist, and he looks a bit more like a commissar. But yeah, proper chuffed with that as well, to be honest. If I did it differently, I would have killed the flag in the other direction, so it was going behind him rather than to the side, just to make it easier to store. But nah, quite happy with that. So there's the 3 figures. I hope they all lived up to your very high expectations of my work. I certainly enjoyed painting them, and I also enjoy looking at them as well. So there's that. In terms of what's next, I'm definitely doing the support teams now for the rest of the socialists, and then the gun hasn't come yet, the big artillery piece, but we'll see about that. Anyway, I somehow made a 5-minute waffle out of 3 figures, but that's the way it is, isn't it? Anyway, keep safe everyone, enjoy the rest of your lockdown, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.